Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the trailer that just came out for Helstrom, an official trailer. If you haven't seen it already, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. But obviously this trailer gives us a little bit more insight than obviously the teaser did. But even then, it's still kind of a bit of a mystery of trying to understand everything. Because obviously you get a better understanding of their family situation. Because you find out, because like this lady, I guess, because it seems like there's like 3 different groups. Like obviously it seems like your more demonic side of things. And then it seems like there might be almost like this the church side of things who investigate like the more supernatural demonic thing. Like who knows whether it's actually the church or whether it's some like religious like organization that knows about the more supernatural side of the world, because basically they deal with it and investigate stuff, and like it seems like the more dark and demonic stuff they lock away, including like the main character's their mom. It seems like she's kind of like locked away because it's like the worst of the worst gets locked up. So the question then becomes like, has she always been like that? Is it something that kind of happened after their father's situation? Because it seems like, because like this, like I said, another party, it seems like there's this lady, I don't know what her situation is. Maybe she's getting brought into the fold. Maybe because it kind of reminds me a little bit of the TV show Evil, how like there's the, church has its own group that investigates them. It kind of reminds me of that actually a little bit. And maybe she's kind of brought in to kind of do a similar thing to that, I'm probably blanking on the character's name from, is it Kristen from Evil, kind of plays like maybe that lady's kind of brought in because she's like, I've never come across a family with a situation like this, but one of the ladies from this organization, it's like their situation isn't very natural. Like their father was evil, because we find out like we see like the sister, she was a little girl and their dad was like apparently like dragging somebody's body off. So it's like whatever his situation was, it seemed like maybe he was killing people, and it seemed like both siblings got messed up, but it seems like the sister's the one that's the most potentially in tune with like the supernatural world. Like she's probably got like some power of sight where she's able to kind of see the more natural, because it seems like this is a blending of worlds where the more like unsightly stuff that you don't see, the more demonic supernatural stuff, maybe she has some kind of connection to it. Maybe she can see it, maybe she can feel it, maybe she has visions. We don't know the full scope of everything, but obviously it seems like in particular they're dealing with one powerful demon that could bring about the end of the world, and it's the one, I guess, that's sitting on a throne that's got its hands covered in blood. Because I think their situation is a little demonic themselves, so I don't know whether it's like their dad was a demon, maybe it was possessed by a demon, whatever the case may be. Because immediately, I brought this up before, this reminds me a little bit of The Exorcist, so it really definitely reminds me of almost like Evil meets Legion meets Outcast. It kind of reminds me of all 3 of those properties kind of like blended together, and it seems really interesting, because obviously it seems like they've made a point, like who knows like whether like the siblings are in each other's lives, but it's like them coming together for this. It's kind of like the last thing we need is a Helstrom family reunion, kind of getting all 3 of them together, just like maybe, because obviously we see it like obviously like the son has like marks on his chest, and it seems like at one point you see it kind of burning through his shirt. So it's like, I think he definitely is on the more demonic side, just because like I know nothing about this character, I know nothing about this story. So I'm wondering, does he have a more demonic side than maybe his sister does, or maybe they both do? But maybe it's a thing of like, some demon is rising to, claim the earth as his throne, and basically maybe they kind of have a stake in it as well, because technically maybe their situation makes it so that they are. Because what I'm also trying to understand is, like I said, this organization, like, are they a part of it? It seems like they are. Because it seems like he's only going to see their mom because he wants to find out like what she knows. It's like she being whatever her situation is. Because they were even saying like the father was evil and the mom cursed the children just because they found out the truth about him. So it's like, was she 100% in the know? Did she get corrupted along the way? A little similar, kind of spoilers, kind of taking it to another superhero route, and very similar to Rachel's mom, like being kind of very like, all about Trigon. She made herself seem like, she ended up deceiving and making it seem like she wasn't a bad person when she actually was, because she was all about Trigon. Like, I wonder, is it kind of a similar thing in this regard? I don't know. But I mean, it just seemed, like I said, it seems dark, seems spooky. Once again, like, if you didn't know this is a Marvel property, you would have never guessed that it's a Marvel property, because it's very reminiscent of, like, I feel like the Netflix stuff, because obviously they're going for like a darker horror tone that you've never seen. I'm very interested in it. Like I said, like we're getting filled in a little bit, but even then, a lot of it probably won't fully make sense, obviously, until we watch the entire season. So I'm very excited to check this series out. Obviously, like October is a great time for this to be coming out. So I'm very pumped. Obviously, this is all the stuff that's kind of going through my head. I'd love to get to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Really, that's all I want to talk about. Until the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.